Another thing he said, you guys did what you're supposed to do. That's what Ryan, you talked about for the last 5 days. Going out there and doing what you're supposed to do. He said, we got some dudes in this room. You know what that does? When you're getting guys that are getting injured, the Lions have been bitten by the injury bug, but you got guys that come in and you keep it moving. Next man up, because you believe in the energy of this team. You believe in what you're doing. You believe in your leader in Jared Goff. You believe in your defense and what they're doing on the other side. They believe in each other, from the coaches to the players, and you're saying wonderful things. That was a great soundbite by Dan Campbell. You got 4 quotes out of that.
That's my guy, man. I'm so happy he's the head coach of our Detroit Lions.
I was thinking about that. I'm glad you did, because I was thinking about that. I mean, now you're starting to see Dan Campbell get a ton of love nationally, and this is the same guy. And you know, I don't have to go back to the kneecaps thing, but we can go back to the kneecaps thing.
This
guy was universally. I think a lot of people here locally loved it. Because they've seen just about everything else. They've seen every introductory coaches press conference that you could possibly see. But nationally, I thought he was just ripped for it.
Yeah. What Joy Taylor and Colin Cowherd.
This guy's
I'll never forget her.
A total joke.
Yeah.
And he doesn't look like a joke anymore. In fact, he seems to be the perfect coach for the perfect team at the perfect time.
Yeah.
Dan Campbell, I said this a while back, and I really believe it more today than ever before. This team, maybe not this year, and maybe not even next year, but this team will win a Super Bowl with Dan Campbell as head coach.
Doesn't it seem like in 2023 you can be more of yourself as a head coach, and your team can actually really take on your identity? I feel like back in the day you really were trying to be like the coaches that had success before. I mean, I'm going to get back to Dan Campbell. I don't want to go anywhere else. I want to stay with the Detroit Lions. But doesn't seem Mike McDaniel is allowed to be himself, and his personality is the Miami Dolphins. Kyle Shanahan is himself, and his personality is the San Francisco 49ers. Sean McVay is himself. His personality is the Los Angeles Rams. And you can go around every team, and it's kind of like that. The ones that win, the ones that lose, it's their personality.
Bill Belichick.
Dan Campbell's personality is different because it is so vulnerable and honest and real and loving and gritty and villain and everything that they say and everything else. This team is starting to build in his image. His image is Detroit.